Welcome everyone to the Daily Slab for Friday, January 27th, 2023. I'm Nate and I'm here with your sports card rundown. If you like this video, please click the like and the subscribe button. Helps us get this video out to more card collectors like yourselves. Alright, first up today we have our trender, and our trender is Leandro Trossard, the new Arsenal player. He transferred over from Brighton, and it's got to be a little bit of a weird year for him. He had scored 7 goals in 16 games for Brighton. They were 6th in the Premier League table. And next thing you know, he's transferring over to the top of the Premier League table in Arsenal. And he went from a starter, getting 16 starts in 16 matches, to not starting his first match. But he might start against Man City today. We'll see there in the FA Cup round 4. But regardless, this move has caused a spike in his market, even if he doesn't get starts, which is crazy. You move from Brighton, a Premier League team, to Arsenal, Premier League team, but you go from 6th to 1st, and your cards spike. In the last year, we're looking at his 2020 Prism Kaboom Raw here, and it has moved up $83 and 180% in that last year. The highest price of the last year was after his transfer to Arsenal, and you can see that despite not starting, despite any of that, just the move to a team like Arsenal or a Man City or a Man U or anything like that is enough to spike a market, and Leandro Trossard and his cardholders are benefiting from that move. Next up today, we've got Who's Hot, and Who's Hot, who else could it be than Damian Lillard? On Wednesday night, he had his 4th career 60-point game. He had 60 points, 7 rebounds, and 8 assists on 79% shooting, which is incredible. 22 for 29 from the field there. And Damian, well, he tied Michael Jordan and James Harden for the 3rd most 60-point games in NBA history in a career with 4. He's 2 behind Kobe Bryant, who had 6, who's tied for 2nd. But he's a long distance off first place. Wilt Chamberlain is 1st with 32 60-point games in his career, which, that's a whole nother story. That's amazing, considering 2nd place is 6 at Kobe Bryant. And then anytime you're tying MJ for 3rd all-time on a list, you're in pretty good company, and Damian Lillard's in pretty good company. And he had one pretty big card sell after the game, and that was his 2016 Studio Downtown PSA 10, and that card sold after the game, and it's up 14%. You can see here 14% in the last 3 months. A pretty healthy rise, though it did take a 60-point game to get it there. So we'll see where it goes from here. Likely is that we're not going to have too many more 60-point games going forward to push it up from this amount. And then lastly, in our IG post of the day, we've got Rui market explosion. And so you can see the numbers here. He had 536 cards sell in January when he was on the Wizards. He then got traded. The former first-round pick, former 9th overall pick, got traded to the Lakers for Kendrick Nunn in 2 seconds. Talk about a disappointing return on your investment for the Wizards. But he got traded to the Lakers, and in 2.5 days after that trade, when this post was made, look how many sales are right there. That's 493 sales. 493. There were 536 in January before the trade, and in 2.5 days after, there's almost as many as at 493. It's crazy to think. Now, obviously, the Wizards haven't been very good at developing young talent. Outside of Bradley Beal, what other young talent have they developed in the last 10 years? It hasn't been great. But this is exciting for Rui collectors, as now he gets to move to the Lakers. He gets to learn from LeBron, Anthony Davis, and those guys, and maybe bring a little youth and explosion to that team and see what he can do. I personally probably wouldn't be investing in Rui Hachimura right now. Still a star-heavy team and hard to carve out your minutes there, or at least for points purposes. But nonetheless, tons and tons of cards are selling of Rui Hachimura, and it doesn't matter who you are. If you get traded, and especially if you get traded to a big market team like the Lakers, your cards are going to move, and Rui is just another example of that. All right, well, that's our final Daily Slab for the week. Thank you, everyone who watched today and this week, and I will talk to you guys on Monday for the next Daily Slab. See you, everyone.